It's a new day. Sheamus and Cesaro set to defend the tag team titles here tonight as part of the Royal Rumble kickoff show. We are at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Over 50,000 WWE fans. Off of Gallows and Anderson heading into this match. Still waiting for their first taste of WWE Royal Rumble kickoff show. Carl Anderson, a four-time IWGP Tag Team. IWGP Tag titles, and Cesaro quickly comes out of the box, looks for the cover, and a kick out quickly at two by Anderson. Cesaro looking to put this matchup away early. Look at the power display by Cesaro. Gut wrench by Cesaro again. Isn't enough to put Anderson away, and a kick out at two. Pound Cesaro, possibly the single strongest member of the entire WWE. Past Monday Night on Raw, where Gallows beats Cesaro, and there's the battering ram from Sheamus. Cover by the tag team champion, and a kick out by Anderson.
I talked to Cesaro earlier, and he said, the last couple weeks have forced himself and Sheamus to kind of rethink their game plan a little bit, re-strategize how they approach Gallows and Anderson.
There's a great double team again. Two.
When it comes to tag teams, there is no substitute for chemistry. Cesaro and Sheamus have built a great deal in the past few months, but Gallows and Anderson are like brothers. They have been a team for far longer.
Oh, Anderson right to the jaw. Yeah, they may be brothers in this matchup, but later on tonight, it's friend versus friend and foe versus foe. Every man for himself in the Royal Rumble.
For a man of his size.
Cesaro ducks underneath the wild clothesline. There's that springboard uppercut. Isn't enough to put Gallows away? Hook of the leg, and again a kick out by Gallows. But Cesaro and Sheamus very much the aggressors in the early going.
I think that's part of going back to the game plan, realizing, look, we're dealing with two very aggressive individuals, Gallows and Anderson. We've got to up the ante.
Double suplex by the tag champs. And Sheamus looking to inflict more damage. The 270-pound Celtic Warrior with a knee to Gallows. Isn't enough to keep the titles in a kick out.
Has been doing a lot of mixed martial arts training to improve his conditioning,
and considers himself to be in the best shape of his career as Cesaro makes the tag.
Oh, wow. Did you hear that?
Yeah, two of the most powerful men in WWE today, Sheamus and Cesaro. Frequent tags in and out, keeping Gallows isolated in their corner. Great tag team wrestling here, Corey.
It's fun to watch Cesaro and Sheamus because it's almost a constant game of one-upsmanship. There's still a friendly rivalry between the partners, which leads to bad situations for their opponents.
And Gallows in a big backdrop.
Cesaro coming down hard on that shoulder.
Anderson and Gallows tweeting out that it would be too sweet to win the tag team titles tonight, of course. Oh, and look at Cesaro fighting back, trying to get out of the corner and make a tag to Sheamus.
As Cesaro realized he was in imminent danger and needed to get out at any cost.
Oh, my God. Big uppercut. Anderson didn't want one. But that distraction allowed Gallows to take over.
Watch out.
And there's a boot to Sheamus right to the jaw. And suddenly the challengers have an opportunity, perhaps, to knock off the tag team champions. Gallows is going to feel these clubbing blows.
This is why Sheamus is one of the most hardest-hitting superstars in all of the WWE.
No doubt about that. He even goes up to the top rope as he does here. Oh. Sheamus with a big clothesline off the top rope. Is it enough to retain the tag team titles in a near fall for Sheamus?
I can only imagine the sight of the Celtic Warrior flying through the air from the top rope, coming right at you. It's got to be like standing underneath a piano falling out of the sky.
Things nightmares are made of. Cesaro.
Big double team. Is that enough for Cesaro and Sheamus to knock off Anderson and Gallows, and somehow Luke Gallows stays in the match?
Notice how Cesaro used his body to hook both of Gallows' legs, trying to get any sort of advantage in the cover, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Oh, I think we know what Cesaro's thinking here.
They do the old Texas swing here in San Antonio. Tag made to Carl Anderson. Oh, and Anderson just ran into Sheamus with that big boot. And Cesaro, though, follows it up with an uppercut.
Cesaro was able to sidestep Anderson. I think the boot was intended for Cesaro, but it landed on Sheamus. There's a cover.
Anderson using the ropes to his advantage, and there's where the second referee comes into play. Anderson may have stole one there, but the second referee didn't allow it to happen. There's the uppercut, Cesaro. Kick out by Anderson, an air fall.
Two very close calls for both Cesaro and Anderson.
Yeah, Cesaro thought he had Anderson pinned off that wicked uppercut. Carl Anderson able to kick out. And now going for the Gotch neutralizer. Oh, lands on his feet. Anderson dropped toe hold by Cesaro.
I have a feeling.
This is what you call calling an audible.
Here comes Cesaro. Swiss 1-9.
And now Cesaro can climb up to the top rope. Crossbody, lateral press, hook to the leg, kick out at 2.5. So close for Cesaro.
I think Anderson may have surprised himself that he's able to kick out. High impact crossbody. The Swiss Superman soaring through the sky of San Antonio.
You notice Cesaro has not lost his focus, keeping his eyes on Anderson. Maybe, nope.
Great counter by Anderson. Backslide.
And Anderson caught Cesaro with an uppercut of his own. And there's one by Cesaro.
You want to trade uppercuts with Cesaro.
Anderson is tough as they come. The boot to Luke Gallows. Spine buster by Anderson. Trying to win the tag team gold. Cesaro at 2.
Anderson calling for the big man.
Could be magic killer time.
We're looking at new champions.
And Sheamus, though.
Oh! Cesaro into a swinging feet. My God!
One of the officials knocked down inadvertently by a bro kick. And now Cesaro looking for the swing.
Third attempt is the charm.
The second official's taking over control inside of the ring.
That's a welcome sight for Cesaro, who may be on the verge of putting Carl Anderson away.
Looking for the sharpshooter on Anderson.
It's locked in.
Sharpshooter, center of the ring. Anderson with nowhere to go. And now Carl Anderson in deep, deep trouble as Cesaro sits out. Anderson trying to force himself to the bottom rope to force a break here. Anderson's almost there. Cesaro trying to drag him back to the center of the ring.
Great ring awareness.
Oh, and look out.
Kick. And now, looking for the victory. In to win the tag team titles, and Sheamus breaks it up.
Just in the nick of time with Sheamus in.
And now the brawling begins.
This thing's breaking down in a hurry. I'm starting to wish we had 4 or 5 referees out here.
Now Sheamus taking out Carl Anderson.
Oh, careful.
You got to be very careful there. And Gallows, though, got Sheamus with a kick. And now Gallows and Anderson with a magic killer. Cesaro, legal man. Anderson is 2. Anderson's got the tights. Anderson's got the tights. It doesn't matter. They win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new Raw Tag Team Champions, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Anderson and Gallows finally get it done. They win tag team gold for the first time in their WWE career.
Come on, Cole. Too sweet me. This is a great moment for Gallows and Anderson. Well deserved. Now all the doubters can shut up. They've done it all over the globe. They're legends in Japan, and now Gallows and Anderson are your Raw Tag Team Champions.
I can't believe it. I mean, earlier in the match, it was deja vu all over again. Going for the magic killer. Sheamus was there right in time, but the first official taken out by that bro kick.
And the second official would have to come into the ring now. And then chaos ensued.
History nearly repeated itself. Sheamus was hitting anything that moved, almost included the referee. Gallows on point with a wicked boot. It was time to kill the magic.
And magic killer. And then Cesaro is the legal man, as is Anderson. Referee's view was there, but Anderson used him. And Carl Anderson using the tights brings tag team